Hello guys and welcome to a one-off video. All it is going to be a quick video on kind of a quick rundown of the best Wonderkids that I've found from playing Football Manager this season. I've played over 780 hours of playing time is what I think it comes up on Steam. That's what's come up at the moment. So I've played quite a bit. Won the Premier League with Wolves. Company 19th in the Championship. Won the Serie A with AC Milan and got to the Champions League final. But that's about me and more about the players. I've just put a little shortlist together of the best players that I've found over the time. I just reloaded a Leipzig save that I was going to start. I never did. Never got around to it. Here are 14 players. It's a bit of a random number. It's just 14 players that I was thinking I've used them in the past. They were in a team and they were really good. I mean, or maybe it was players that I saw. Like Donnarumma, I used him in the AC Milan save. He was absolutely sensational. Pinamonti and Kuki. I sold Kuki for 67 million, and that was only because of a release clause in his contract. So, and he's a player that is 700. I'll get onto him in a bit, but he's a player who's 750k. You can get him for 750k with a approach to sign. So that is, that's the kind of players you can get on here. So, a couple are quite expensive. With a Donnarumma, you're gonna have to be a massive club to get him. I'm not gonna lie to you. But let's start off with Moise Kean. Moise Kean is a 16-year-old striker. I don't have the faces for some reason. I did upload a face pack, but it's not there. But he is a 16-year-old striker, born in 2000. So he's younger than me. I can't even imagine just playing football for Juventus. I mean, he's played a professional game for Juventus. This Moise Kean. He's 16. You can get him on an approach to sign. I can't because I'm only Leipzig. So you are going to have to be a big team to sign this player. But his potential is outstanding. He's got such good physical stats, got good technique and good finishing for a 16-year-old. And a big thing is his determination is 15. Determination in this year's Football Manager is very, very important. If you don't have determination, it's the determination that drives him on to be such a good player. So second of all, we've got Andrea Pinamonti. Andrea Pinamonti is a 17-year-old striker from Internazionale. Like a 17, no youth caps, no caps for Italy, but what a player this guy can be. I signed this guy. I mean, somehow he's not wanting to sign for me for Leipzig. I signed him for Wolves in my first season, and they were in the Championship at the time. Signed him. He was about 1.3 million. It cost me of compensation. I got him on the approach to sign. 13 finishing. I mean, it's 13 determination, 13 acceleration, 13. They're not great stats to start off with. They're good. Not get me wrong. There's nothing below a 9 on his 4 main stats for poacher. Advanced forward, again, you've got good stats. But you give him playing time, and I guarantee it to you, he will score. He will score goals. He scored goals in the Championship. He scored goals in the Premier League. First season in the Premier League, he scored about 9 goals in 12 games. Just coming off the bench and things like that. What a player he was for me. He was absolutely world class. A player I saw joined Arsenal about 2 seasons into the Wolves save. He joined Arsenal for only about 2 or 3 million, so I can't see him being massively expensive. There's no release clause in his contract, but his contract's only for another 2 years. He got really, really, really good stats. Lack of determination does hinder it a bit, but he got really, really good. And for a young English player, if you are an English club, say Championship League One, you might be able to snap him up. He might be quite a bit expensive to start off with, and it might not be a great investment. But advanced playmaker and deep line playmaker, that's an imperative position, and you can lock that position down for years to come. And he's a player that comes highly recommended. Now, my personal favourite player is Kuki. Kuki is an 18-year-old striker, and I was very, very close to buying a Wolves shirt that had Kuki on the back. And it was the only fact he has to leave that I didn't get it. He is an 18-year-old striker, like I say, from Spain. Plays for Malaga at the moment. You can approach to sign him. And there you can, there we go. We can see we can actually sign him right there. So I mean, why not? There you are. You can get him. He's 750k is what the release, the compensation fee is. He's got such. I can't stress to anyone enough how good this player is. I mean, I played him as an advanced forward or a shallow striker, and he was absolutely sensational. I couldn't believe how good Kuki was. And he might be raved about a lot. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't watch massively amounts of Football Manager, but I think he is a really, really, really good player. And I think if you can snap him up for 750k, you're not going far wrong. Fifth player, fifth player is Vaclav Cherny. Now he's got great dribbling, great stats for what you need as a winger and inside forward. More as an inside forward. 18 years old from Ajax. You can see already Chelsea, Man United already interested in signing him. No release clause in this contract, but again, a player highly recommended with very good stats at just 18 years old. Next is Nikola Vlasic, a player with, again, 17 natural fitness, 16 determination. You can get this guy for about £6 million. Nikola Vlasic. No Croatian youth caps or caps, but he's not going to be a player who counts towards the EU. So you're not going to be unlikely for a work permit. An amazing stat, and if you're Wolves, you can get him. If you're a team with a lot of money, like Leipzig have a lot of money, like I'm with now, you can get him, and that is a big thing. A lot of these youngsters, they want to stay at the big clubs. He's not at a big club. He's only at Hajduk Split in Croatia. You can definitely get this guy. He becomes an absolutely world-class player. Maximiliano Romero. Again, you can see, I don't even have to say much here. You can see them stats for 17 years old. He's already wanted by Juventus, PSG, and obviously me. But you don't get much better than that. Maximiliano Romero. I will get it one day. His contract's up at the end of 2017. The end of 2017. So just keep an eye. If you can't get him straight away, just keep an eye on him because he might stay at that club. Who knows what will happen then? Next is Alban Lafont. Very, very good goalkeeper. Very highly recommended. He did end up falling out of favour to a regen but that was 10 years down the line, and I sold him on for 35 million. Very, very good player. Not a massive club in France, so there's definitely potential for you to pick him up if you're, say, a middle-class Premier League side. All that potential there, like I say. Next player is Thiago Maia, Brazilian. Might struggle with the work permit if you're an English club, but if you're a European club, definitely. I mean, look at them stats. You're 19 years old, and 5.5 grand a week. Them stats are out of this world for a ball-winning midfielder, which I tell you what is very rare in the tactic I use. A ball-winning midfielder is very rare to find, so he is definitely a man I'd look at picking up. Gonçalo Guedes. A very, very good winger. Might be slightly hard to pick up, obviously, being at Benfica. Not easy. PSG are the only team interested in him at the moment. £52 million release good. You won't have to pay that. You might do. No, yeah, around, you're going to be looking a lot. You know what that's like, though. They'll accept a lot less than that. But Gonçalo Guedes, a very, very good player, but you're going to have a lot of money to pick him up. Next one, and a player who I'd much prefer to pick up, is Ante Koric. He's a young Croatian youngster again. 2 caps for Croatia this time. Plays for Dynamo Zagreb in the Croatian league, the Privet NHL, I think it is. And he's got 18 first touch, 18 flair. This man can be the absolute spine of your team. Get him in that advanced playmaker and just let him have a free role, and he will be world class for you. Let me tell you, I can tell you right now, he will be world class within 3 or 4 years. Give him the playing time and he will be world class. We go along to Gigi Donnarumma, a player who we all know will become world class. I don't have to talk about it much. You know the stats. You've seen it all. Struggling to get him, but I had to include him because he is probably the best wonder kid on this game this year. A bit of a left field one. I don't know if many of you have heard it. It's called Mikel Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal. Mikel Oyar. I will get it one day. I will get it. He's on 37 grand a week already, so he may be slightly hard to prize away again with a 43 million pound release clause. But he is an absolutely world class player with 16. He's already probably a good Bundesliga player. So, you're looking at a decent Premier League player already at 19 years old, ready to slot straight into that team. Very good stats. 16 years old, and he becomes a 60, 70 million pound player within 4 or 5 seasons. I haven't included players like Martin Odegaard, Ousmane Dembele, Emre Moore, players who have joined their clubs recently, or players who won't leave the clubs they're at. I mean, Donnarumma is the exception, but most of them I've left them out because you're not going to be able to get him. But Timothy Fosu Mensah, I mean, look at this for a start. The amount of clubs that want him on loan and on, a very, very, very good ball-in midfielder. Like I say, very hard to find these nowadays. I've been scouring round on a Brentford save I've been doing at the moment, and they're so hard to find decent ball-winning midfielders. Young especially. If you can get these snapped up early, these players will grow and grow and grow and grow for you. The sky's the limit for these players. So you've really just got, these 14 players. Just get inquiries for him. Getting, Kuki, Pinamonti. Just go on the approach to sign. Vlasic, just chuck a bid. Hadrock split on a big club. You can definitely get him for about 5 to 8 million. So just chuck the bid out, see what they say, and let him come back to you. They can only say no. So that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed. Please give me a bit of feedback in the comments below on where I can improve. And yeah, thank you very much for listening. Have a good day. Bye bye.